Hello, welcome to my studio. My name is Amber Rust with Two Color Photography, and we actually brought my newborn setup out here today. So we're not in the newborn studio, but normally this is in the newborn studio, but I also wanted to show how easy this setup would be to actually travel with you somewhere. This flooring rolls up, you could stick in the back of your car. All of these props are obviously very small and easy to carry. So this is a setup you could take into a home of a newborn if you are a traveling newborn photographer. The picture we posted on our Facebook page, and we gave you a couple days to kind of guess the cost, and we didn't give away, there's a pretty big hint. We decided this time around to go with a cheaper setup to show you that you can actually do newborn photography in a budget. So we're gonna talk about each of these pieces and how much they cost. I'm gonna save these two for last. So the first thing we've got here, we're gonna start from the ground up, is the backdrop paper. It's a little hammered, it's seen better days, but I bought it from another photographer used. So the reason I mention that is because there are sources on Facebook all over the place. They call them photography de-stash groups. You can join different photography groups, and a lot of times they'll be selling their stuff. Just be cautious, because sometimes there's a reason they're selling their stuff. I bought this from a great photographer friend. She was moving and closing her studio and getting rid of a lot of her stuff. And I think it had a few scuff marks when I bought it. I'm sure I've added a few of my own. I've had it since we bought it when we decided to open the studio. So we bought this for approximately $30. She kind of batched everything together, all the stuff we bought, batched it together and gave us a price. So I'm going to estimate, if you were to buy this off of another photographer without it being in a batch, it would be around $30. This is what I would sell it for if I were to de-stash this item. But remember, when you're buying de-stash items, a lot of times photographers are getting rid of it because it wasn't a quality item and they didn't want it in their studio anymore. And you need to remember that when you're buying stuff. If the photographer absolutely loved it, she probably would not be getting rid of it. So keep that in mind. In this situation, I personally knew the photographer. She's a good friend of mine. And the reason she was selling it was because she was closing her studio down. So she was selling everything, not because it wasn't something that she liked anymore. Beware when you're buying on de-stash groups, the reason they're being sold. I bought these at Hobby Lobby. I bought two, they were half off, makes them $5 each, so 10 bucks. And I bought multiples. They had so many different cute little textures, colors. So like these were a little bit more earthy. They had some creamy ones. So cute, I loved the textures. This basket was also at Hobby Lobby. It was $14.99. I'm gonna round up, so 5, 5, and 15. Also, this cute little stool was at Hobby Lobby. Please don't pose a newborn on this. It is not meant for, I don't know, maybe you could do this with a newborn. But I bought it more just to add a little bit of depth into the scene. $7.99, so $7.99. And this little plant was at Ikea. It was $2. I don't read Swedish. It's the Febuary. Now we do get to some of our pricier pieces. However, let me tell you how I got them a little less expensive. This was at a trade show. I've talked before about how much I love continuing education. Before Corona, I went to conferences every year. And this is a piece that I bought at the Baby Summit in Georgia. And I bought so many things at the summit because they're priced so low that I actually left some of my clothes in the hotel room so I could put my props in my suitcase. That may be the first time my husband heard that. No, he knows, because then I had to come home and buy more stuff. He's a good man. So this is probably closer to $45 if you were to buy it without being on a sale, so I got it for $25. This little bonnet is the same thing. I had a subscription to Maddie's Divine Designs, and every other month, it comes with a backdrop, a wrap, a bonnet, and a headband for $80. So I just estimated how much I usually spend on my backdrops and my wraps, so it makes each piece a little bit cheaper than if you were to buy them individually. So this hat is $15. And then I got this from All Three Sons. We did a prop unboxing from them a little bit ago. And again, it came in a box with 6 different colors. It's a long, yummy Angora wrap. The box was $120, which makes this piece just $20. And I think normally if you were to just buy this alone, it would probably be closer to $35 or $40. It's super long. It's longer than any of my other wraps as far as the Angora goes. So yeah, I like that it's extra long. I can wrap the baby in it. So $20. So that makes this setup, if I did it right, $125 for this set. To make it even cheaper, one thing I was just thinking about is you could, if you had a wood floor somewhere in your house or your studio or your client's home or studio, you could actually just shoot this right on the wood floor, and that would eliminate the need for the drop. Instead of using a more expensive wrap, you could go with a less expensive wrap, maybe just a jersey knit, and those are quite a bit less expensive. Other than that, I think that's about as cheap as you can get for this kind of a setup. But really, that's a pretty inexpensive set. So $125. So whoever guessed $125, we've got some little swag we'll be sending your way. Pretty excited. Our swag arrived in the mail the other day, so we'll pop it in the mail and send you some Baby Photo Academy swag. Please subscribe to our channel and click the bell so that you receive notifications when we post new videos. And congratulations to our winner.